Yo, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, you feel me? We have a new NFL reaction. We are here with the creator, Red Zone, you feel me? NFL cheating moments. Let's hop into it. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what other videos like this I can react to. Add me at KP95TH on Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it. To, recommend some videos I should react to on the channel. Doesn't gotta be NFL related. Doesn't gotta be sports related. Just let me know. I got y'all. Let's hop into it.
Today, cheating in the NFL looks like this.
He was going to pay off the officials.
This is the entire history of cheating in the NFL. It all started in the early 20th century. And for the first 20 years, it was like the Wild West. The Packers got banned for using college kids under fake names. The Cardinals stole a title using high schoolers. And coaches were basically making up rules on
I just got kicked in the head?
It changed in 1946, because that was the year the
That's the Browns?
were formed by and named after football coach Paul Brown. And this guy wanted to win
I never knew that.
He basically invented modern football.
The timed 40-yard dash, the draw play, the pocket to protect his quarterback.
He was the first to put all his plays on paper and have players study them. He used film to study teams.
Even the face mask. And mind you, the Browns weren't even in the NFL at this point. They were in the AFC, a rival organization, and the Browns were still tryharding the sport. He was trying so hard, in fact, that he didn't stop at inventing new plays. He also invented a ton of ways to cheat. He was sending fake reporters to spy on other practices and having scouts climb poles with
Spygate?
binoculars. That's straight Cold War type behavior. But since he was going full tryhard mode to win, paranoia started to kick in too. So paranoid,
we were
that he'd sweep the
Spygated.
locker room for bugs, then give pre-game speeches where he'd half talk the players, half search for bugs again. By 1948, the league knew but barely batted an eye. Because the thing was, the Browns were unstoppable. Sure, some of it was probably from cheating, but Paul was also a football savant, winning every AAFC championship from 46 to 49.
That is
when the NFL
crazy.
absorbed the AAFC in 1950, the Browns entered and immediately won that championship too. For a while, nobody could really touch him, but in 1956, Brown finally crossed the line.
Took what,
Because
10
that
years?
year was when he unveiled literal war technology.
Bro, it took 10 years to get caught cheating. That's crazy.
Familiarity with
All
tank
right.
helmets from World War II. They put a receiver in a football helmet.
Yeah, dude literally invented in-helmet comms 4 decades before the rest of the league finally caught up. And sure, there were some problems.
Started to have a problem with outside interference. The quarterback, he was getting signals from a taxi company.
You felt like an idiot with the thing because it was an antenna and you would have to turn like that. So I'd have to stand outside the huddle going like this, until he came in loud and clear.
But when it
So,
did work, it allowed the Browns to call
nobody
audibles
knew this was
inside
cheating
and
either.
turn the field into a chessboard.
That's crazy that they got to the NFL now. Like, that's just a thing that's there now. And every helmet is like the microphone.
The signal with their own receiver. And in no time, Paul Brown got exposed. The league banned coach to QB devices all the way until 1994. So after
Damn, it took that long
Paul Brown
to get it
finally got
back?
slapped down. But he should get some recognition for the rule bending he was able to pull off. Because even though he got hit with the ban hammer, he basically opened Pandora's box. From that point on, every cheater in the league knew the door was wide open to push the rules until they broke. But it didn't just start with teams and coaches cheating. It started in 1961 during a Patriots-Texans game.
Of course it's the Patriots. Of course it's the Patriots. Of course. Yo, who the hell is that? What is he doing? He tipped it?
It's ruled incomplete, and the Patriots win it 28.
They won because of that too?
Side of a block of wood. Because every report about the incident says the fans
What the hell is the ref doing? Yo, nah, bro. This ref. Come on, ref. What are you doing? What do you see that we don't see? He don't. Okay, he doesn't even have a helmet on, and the ref is like, it's all right. He looks pretty normal to me. I guess we'll just let him through. Like, I don't see no problem with it. So just let him through. Why not? You feel me? He can't do no wrong.
Because every report about the incident says the fans successfully knocked down the pass, and by doing so, the Patriots won the game. If it starts,
So it never got,
at that
like-
point, you gotta wonder if cheating is just in their blood. But fans cheating was just the beginning. As the league
Aw,
cracked down on
shoot.
technology-based cheating.
Wait, we got the
all
Raiders?
around,
Wait.
teams had to find new ways to outsmart rules. So they turned the substances, but not the kind you might be thinking. 'Cause
Oh,
in
the
70s,
sticky stuff?
Stickum became the
Yep,
new way
the
to get an edge
Stickum,
over
yep.
other teams. What is
Our
Stickum?
cornerbacks was using this a lot.
According to the website, it's a grip enhancer. I'm just gonna call it glue.
Hey,
In the NFL,
yo.
This glue was made to give you better grip on the ball. Some guys would put it on their socks or their
Damn, they
helmets.
put it on hella.
But the Raiders, they would basically shower themselves in it.
He did not
Okay.
need a psychological thing with Freddie. He just thought he had to have it.
If you shook hands with him after the game, you'd have to follow him into the shower because you couldn't get away from him.
I can't even imagine.
Yo, it's all on his gut. It's
It
everywhere.
was just the tip of the iceberg. Because head coach Al Davis was like Paul Brown reincarnated.
Just win, baby.
Raider rule number 1, cheating is encouraged.
Yeah, this time around,
Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward. All right. You know, I'm a Raiders fan. Yo, this is AI. It's AI, bro. This is AI. Nah. I think this is truly AI, bro. This is a fake video.
cheating wasn't just for the coach. He was getting players in on it too. And even though it started with Stickum, it got way out of control.
Oh,
They
Lord.
were accused of bugging other teams' locker rooms.
Huh?
The Chargers head coach thought they had a bug in the light fixture. And even though it was never officially proven, Al Davis didn't exactly deny it, saying, I can tell you one thing, the damn thing wasn't in the fixture. Another unproven but low-key proven
Oh,
claim
my
was that
Lord.
they'd flood the stadium before games to make it harder for the other team to drive up the field. But that's nothing compared to the trainers
What?
turning the team pads into literal
Oh, Lord, Raiders.
Who's our trainer glazed plaster Paris around my arm, and then you tape over the top of that. So what I got here is a club.
Imagine getting hit with a baseball bat at full sprint.
God
That's basically
damn.
playing the Raiders. And while a lot of teams were
We
annoyed
were
with it,
cheating like
they
that?
plays more than their
We
great
were
players.
injuring people.
See, in the 70s,
See,
the
yeah,
Raiders
these-
just win
oh,
baby mindset had
shit.
driven them into constant wars with the Steelers. The Raiders were tough guys using dirty tricks, while the Steelers were even tougher guys. But
Yeah,
played
we was
clean,
really
well
cheating
cleaner
like
than the
that?
Raiders. Both teams would always clash. In
He
the
got
playoffs.
CTE.
1976 AFC Championship.
Oh, Lord, is this the
Raiders
famous
had
Franco Harris?
bending rules. Pittsburgh was ready to put an end.
Is
to
this
it.
Franco
And what's the
Harris
best way to
play?
stop cheaters? Just cheat harder. So when the game started, the Raiders came in ready to dominate. But
Damn.
they realized something was off.
Hey, that might be drugs over there, huh? Oh, it's slippery as hell.
Slipping left and right. The sidelines were iced over, and the turf was like a ballroom dance floor. The field was frozen. And since the Raiders relied heavily on a deep passing game, that meant their receivers couldn't get their footing, and the Steelers took home the championship.
Wow.
Davis immediately accused the Steelers of deliberately freezing the field and demanded an investigation. And you won't believe what the NFL did. Nothing. Turns out if you spend half a decade cheating, nobody's buying it when you play the victim. So officially, the Steelers are.
So that wasn't even a Franco Harris
The
game.
temperature in Pittsburgh that night before the game was 0 degrees.
Huh.
So if the
Huh.
crew accidentally
Bruh, they beat us at our own game, man. I mean, can you really be mad?
On to something, but whether there was sabotage or not, it didn't matter. The Steelers won. And a few years later, the league banned Stickum outright. And by 1984, the Raiders had packed up and moved to Los Angeles. But while their Wild West era came to a close, cheating was just getting started in the East. And in 1982, the Patriots...
Oh, these 1900 niggas was cheating their ass off. It's nothing in the 2000s, but like probably Spygate and Deflategate.
were struggling to score. Mainly
Patriots
because
and-
the entire
okay.
field was iced out. But this time, they couldn't blame the Steelers. So since both teams could barely advance the ball, by the fourth quarter, it was still 0-0.
Oh, yeah,
Just
gotta
as the
love you a
Patriots'
good-ass
goal
snow
attempt
game.
left, it looked like it would end that way. So Pats coach Ron Meyer decided to call in a favor from a prison convict. No, seriously. See,
Huh?
prison worker Mark Henderson was on work release from prison. His only job? Snowplow the field to clear the yard lines. And he would have done just that if the Pats coach didn't make him do a little extra.
Just a moment ago, the guy who handles the little brush machine
That's not doing anything.
to make a place for John Smith to spot the ball. There you see it. That's
I feel like that didn't really do anything, though. Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell?
For Smith, the left-footed kicker, on the way. It's good.
Can you do that mid-game?
Criminal. And Dolphins head coach Don Shula agreed, calling it the most unfair act.
Can you do
in
that
NFL.
mid-game?
The commissioner himself called it unfair, but was basically like, oh well, sucks to suck. Because although the league
Wait, y'all
officials
called it
made the
unfair,
outcome,
but y'all
they
didn't do
let
anything?
The win stand. And for a while, that was kind of the NFL's thing. Shrug at any minor inconvenience, maybe write a new rule, but otherwise, keep it moving. Which brings us all the
Wow.
way to the late 90s.
Who's that, the Denver Broncos?
Upgraded cheating from field sabotage to straight up fraud. See, in the late 90s, the Broncos were a
Hmm,
powerhouse,
okay.
but it had kind of come out of nowhere. In the 80s, QB John Elway had taken the team to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row.
I mean, that's John
Almost
Elway,
every
though,
single
right?
time, including
Oh,
a
damn.
particularly pathetic performance in 1989, where the Niners
Woo! Ooh, fuck. Come on, Denver. Y'all got the Niners a ring?
Status for the next few years. Then suddenly, in '96,
That's a big ass person right there.
12-4 and 14-2.
Damn.
People were definitely shocked. Kind of brushed it off as just another NFL bust that boomed out for a few years. Well,
Shannon.
Looked like.
Shannon Sharp was on this team?
The Broncos management had set up secret agreements and deferred payments to Elway and star running back Terrell Davis.
Oh, and Terrell Davis was on this
Instead of
team.
Salary cap space being eaten up by superstar salaries, the Broncos could use that extra room to stack players, keep veterans around, and basically make an unbeatable team. So while other teams were forced to cut and trade talent, the Broncos had a literal Avengers lineup. Good old-fashioned creative financing at work, but apparently not creative enough. Sure, they got away with it for a few years, but no one, not even an NFL team, can escape an accountant. And when the NFL's Management Council launched a review and found the undisclosed agreements,
So it's not like they was just finessing the system a whole lot, bro.
$1 million and lost a third-round pick for payments to Elway and Terrell, and then another $950,000 and lost another.
That's it? Nah, they should have lost way more.
Now that is how you punish cheaters.
Bro, only a mil?
It barely
I guess a
scares
mil was
team.
probably a lot
Because
back in the
while cheating in the 20th
1900s.
century definitely saw bad public reactions or bans for the NFL, that was as harsh as the punishments got. The Broncos scandal was more of an exception than the rule. The Packers
Hey, take away one of their Super Bowl rings that they won.
The NFL even brought back radio-to-helmet communication. By the 21st century, Al Davis's motto didn't just apply to the Raiders anymore. So everyone just started full sending it. And Tampa Bay's quarterback Brad Johnson
Okay.
started kicking off this new era of cheating.
Al Davis, yeah, you saying the Raiders did this, bro? Y'all saying we started this shit?
$100 to have every single game ball, all 100 of them, scuffed before kickoff. Why? Because new balls are harder to grip, and Johnson wanted them broken in. And honestly, in a weird way, that's being fair to the other team too. Yeah, he technically still cheated, but if it doesn't actually
It helped the
give you an
other
advantage,
team as well,
maybe
though.
that's just good sportsmanship, which definitely can be said about
That
this
wasn't really
next case
cheating if it
of
helped
cheating.
both
'Cause in the
teams.
2005 Super Bowl, neither team actually cheated, just the referees. Yeah, that's what every team says. But this one was legit. I mean, just look at
What, they had money?
balls.
Who they had money on? Wasn't that a push-off? So they had money on the Steelers.
Play where Big Ben scored and the ref switched from signaling a dead ball to touchdown.
You take a look. Does the ball get
Hell no! Hell no, it didn't. Wow. Oh, they have mad money on the Steelers.
Going offsides.
You're going to see him rush from the outside here.
Here's one play of the Steelers going offside.
You're going to see him.
Oh, he jumped that. Nah, that's not offsides. He jumped that perfectly. He literally jumped that perfectly. Huh? I feel like he timed that perfect though.
Not only did the ref not make the offsides call on that play, but
Oh,
he
never
actually made a
mind.
separate call against the Seahawks.
Did he though? Hold on. I feel like he timed that perfectly. No, I'm tripping. I think I might be tripping.
Going offsides.
Did it lead to anything though? Okay, never mind. I'm off that shit. I take back what I said. I definitely take back what I said. Look at it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Never mind, Seattle fans. I'm sorry to, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's offsides. All right, never mind. Okay.
Not only did the ref not make the offsides call on that play, but he actually made a separate call against the Seahawks for holding on that same play. Now, normally, this wouldn't be important enough to bring up as cheating.
Look at that Matt Hasselbeck as a quarterback.
Leaving, the referee actually admitted it. It was a tough thing for me. I kicked 2 calls in the 4th quarter, and I impacted the game. It left me with a lot of sleepless nights. I think about it constantly. I'll go to my grave wishing that I'd been better. That's actually
Been
really
better? Nah, y'all just put money on the game.
Maybe it's because the league. Maybe it's because they.
Bro, they literally just put money on the game, bro. Let's be honest.
The ref officially admitted to cheating, but it was just the beginning of.
Oh, there's definitely other refs that cheated for sure, 1000%.
Sean Merriman absolutely exploded onto the scene.
What
in
the
NFL.
hell?
He
Oh
put
yeah,
up 10
roids.
sacks in 15 games,
Roids.
Recorded 57 tackles and was so
This look
good
like
that he
fucking
literally got
Blitz.
Lights out. With recognition like that.
The way he playing it like he in Blitz, bro. The video game.
Caught him using steroids.
I knew it.
So
I knew it was
I got
roids.
tested 2 months before the season started, or a month and a half before the season started. So it takes like 6 to 8 weeks before sometimes you get your results back. But I actually popped. I got suspended during the off season. I took my suspension during the season. At no point in time did I ever test positive after that.
Mhm.
It was that particular time during the off season of the supplements I was taking, and it was on the ban list.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know. And I got suspended for something that was over the counter. Like you can go to any vitamin shop or whatever, and what happened was that they put it on the list from the previous year, wasn't there, and so
why are you even taking it to begin with?
So when the PA sends out this new thing before, and it was on there, I just balled it up and put it in my locker because I was like, I'm not taking anything different.
I don't know about
wow.
that, man. Those arms don't exactly scream, I'm just taking vitamin B. And the NFL thought the same thing. So they suspended Merriman for 4 games.
Yeah, cheating ass Chargers.
Finished the year with those monster stats, and fans still voted him into the Pro Bowl, which the
okay.
NFL did not like.
The fact that I made the Pro Bowl and then was up like top 3, finished defensive player of the year, they made that rule where you can't go to the postseason if you get suspended.
Honestly, if you're so good on roids that the league's got to make a rule to slow you down, that's kind of a flex. But at least 2006.
I mean, I guess, but he on roids. The Spygate
franchises got called out, but one was a little more famous.
Is it Spygate or the Deflategate? Which one is it?
Patriots. And this time,
Patriots always cheating their ass off.
Like using a snowplow. Nah. In week 1 of 2007, they were caught by the Jets head coach Eric Mangini filming the Jets signal.
Spygate.
But you have
they're going to Spygate.
Say this is what they're doing.
Yeah, it was. I was coaching the game, so it's not like I was going to run over the sideline and say, "Hey, don't do this."
So you go to your superiors and say, "This is what New England's doing."
If it happens, and you couldn't even predict whether or not it was going to happen or not at our place. It was just, if this happens, shut it down.
Obviously, when Roger Goodell heard about this, he was not happy. So he slapped Belichick with a $500,000 fine.
That's it. I mean, I get. Nah, bro, that's really all they got hit.
First-round draft pick in 2008. Belichick played stupid at first, but in a CBS interview, he was reminded of something kind of important. Goodell had told all the owners that filming an opposing team would result in severe punishment. And when further pressed on it, Belichick finally cracked.
You had gotten that memo. I mean, you couldn't be any more clearer than 2006.
I made a mistake. I was wrong. I was wrong.
You flat out cheated. What do you say to those people?
What I said to you. I told you the truth.
Bro really lost $500K.
Damn, Bill.
But to make it even crazier, as the season went on, evidence eventually.
Did they win a Super Bowl this year? 2007?
All the way back to 2000. But despite that, Goodell shrugged it off.
I didn't know they was cheating for that long. I thought it was only for a year. These niggas was cheating for 7 straight years. Bill! You cheater!
Belichick shrugged it off. The icing on the cake. During the very same 2007, the Patriots had the nerve to accuse the Colts of cheating. Yeah, that's an unreal pivot move. But it worked. The media switched to covering the Colts for allegedly pumping fake crowd noises into the RCA Dome. And while that sounds weird...
Wait, what? Wait. Bill Belichick brought the Colts play artificial crowd noises over the stadium speakers when the Patriots had the ball during the 7. Oh, okay.
Fake crowd noises into the RCA
so he thought the Colts were cheating.
Weird. Just listen to this weird as hell echo from the stands.
Damn that! I hear that?
Saying it was a broadcasting glitch. But after all I've seen making this video, there's literally not a chance in hell I'm buying that. The NFL probably didn't even buy it, but after dealing with Spygate all season, they just let it slide. And after
honestly.
They probably let a bunch of other stuff slide.
Jerry Jones, old ass, what'd he do?
Notable thing that happened between 2007 and 2012 was the Giants being accused of fake injuries. Because during a game against the Rams were using their no-huddle offense.
Oh, and then they affect an injury to stop it. Yep, I knew this. They both did it. They both did it. Yo, 57. You sold that, dog. Their communication was not good there.
But luckily for them, they got off with a slap on the wrist. The NFL released a memo to all NFL teams threatening punishment against players who fake injuries. And even though the other teams all...
I feel like people still do that, but they just really got to be smart with it now.
Those Giants players had worse acting than NBA flops. But while they were auditioning for the CW, the Saints were getting ready to drop the next big scandal.
Oh, let me try to guess what this... Oh, my God. I forgot what the Saints did. Bro, ooh, what did they do? Bro, it was something big, bro. Oh man, why do I not? I can't remember. I remember them doing something, bro.
Didn't let the team off the hook like the Patriots. He came down with the wrath of God because the Saints were caught running a bounty program.
That's what it was, bro. I tried to remember it because Russell Wilson, he tweeted something about Sean Payton. What was it, bro? If y'all remember, a couple weeks ago, Russell Wilson made a tweet to Sean Payton talking about blessed or something, you cheated or something. Bro, I don't remember what Russell Wilson tweet was, but I forgot about the bounty hunting. He called Sean Payton out about it a couple weeks ago, though. Because Sean Payton threw like a blame at Russell Wilson in a post-game interview. Russell Wilson went on X and hit him with the bounty. Why can I not remember? Fuck, bro. I'm supposed to remember that. Dang. It wasn't clicking to me, bro. It wasn't clicking to me.
And payouts were handed out for big hits on the opposing team. But I'm talking
hand in the eye is crazy.
Hits. I mean, the Saints defensive coordinator Greg Williams couldn't have put it any better.
That comes from fear. This is how you get respect in this league. Single one of you, before you get off the pile, affect the head. Want him running sideways.
That is crazy.
Head sideways.
Shockingly, none of this audio came to light for years. And to be fair, if you're one of the guys taking in extra money, why would you ever report it? But the thing about keeping a system like that,
so who reported it though?
It works if nobody talks, and someone always talks. By 2012,
which player
walked into the NFL offices with proof, notes, testimony, payout structure, and even specific games where it was used. And of course, that included the infamous Saints-Viking NFC.
They fucked Brett Favre up.
Was getting hit like
they killed Brett Favre.
Took another hit, and you're going to see him come in late, right? As far
is there no roughing the passer? Oh, that was a clean hit back in the day. All right, never mind. All right, bro. Come on now. Yeah, making a tackle.
Feel that last one.
Bending ankles. All right.
Also felt they had seen enough and absolutely nuked the team. The team was fined $500,000. They lost 2 second-round draft picks.
That's it. Should have given him a first-round pick.
GM Mickey Loomis was banned half the season, and Greg Williams was suspended indefinitely. In
Damn.
1 year, the Saints went from a 13-3 record to just 7-9.
Good.
Literally, for once, the punishment worked. How satisfying. Well, probably not as satisfying as seeing Ray Lewis recover from an injury just in time for the Super Bowl. The only downside is
fuck what kind of drugs you was on.
Tearing your tricep is no joke.
Next play, I'm watching his eyes. I say, jump, Lou. Put your hands up. Knock the ball down. Pick it. I do none of the above. He throws the ball out.
He trying to kill somebody.
Moment I come down.
Oh.
On the line of hell, man. I hear my triceps snap.
Ooh.
Now imagine playing.
Ooh, and then he played in the Super Bowl. He played in the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at his right arm, bro.
Dude's arm is literally
look at his right arm.
An absolute animal. But
what kind of drugs is you on, Ray?
Should have screwed up. Because even with surgery, kind of injury would take 5 months minimum to recover from. But this was week.
Oh, they inject that shit in him.
Ended up making it to the Super Bowl, so he didn't.
Yeah, he played in the Super Bowl.
That's when Deer Antler came into play. Wait, what? Yeah, Ray went on some science-based witchcraft to recover. See, a report linked him to using something called Deer Antler Spray, a supplement made from deer velvet that contains a banned super-strength growth hormone. And
the hell?
Why he recovered just in time for the Super Bowl. Obviously, Ray denied it and brushed it off as defamation. And luckily for him, the NFL let him off the hook too. But you gotta wonder, were his genetics just completely goated? Or was he out here huffing deer bones? Well,
nah, he was on that shit for sure. He was for surely on that shit.
Because it really doesn't get more.
Oh, Mike Tomlin. Yep.
And Tomlin is essentially on the field here.
But unlike everyone else on this
he
list,
knew he was
Mike
cheated too.
Owned up to it.
My descriptions of my actions on that play are a lot of things: embarrassing, inexcusable, illegal, a blunder. Being many of the things that I use to describe it.
That's probably how everyone also describes it. But honestly, respect to him for taking accountability. I mean, he 100% deserved the $100,000 fine that he got, but the apology is a nice touch. See, I wasn't kidding when I said everyone started cheating this century, and it hasn't slowed down since Mike Tomlin. If anything, Tomlin was just the first domino of a brand new era. Because from 2013 to 2015, there were more scandals and allegations flying around than there were for almost all of the 20th century. And first, we're going back to the Seahawks. Except this time, they weren't the victims. They were the culprits. Because for 3 straight years, during
Legion
the
of Boom
window, players were getting caught for more substance abuse problems than Jesse Pinkman. Richard Sherman tested positive for Adderall, but got his suspension overturned. Alan Barber was removed from the roster for performance-enhancing drugs.
Oh, Legion of Boom was cheated?
John Moffitt, Winston Guy, and Via Tatua all received 4-game suspensions after testing positive for even more PEDs. They already had beast mode on their team. They could have won games without the drugs. Oh, right. Maybe the PEDs were valid then. But despite one of the worst Super Bowl losses ever, at least the Seahawks
Tom Brady.
their opponents go down in flames. Just when you thought the Patriots had gone to rehab for cheating, they came back in 2015 with a little
Deflategate. Yep.
But it actually
yep, there you go.
See, in the AFC Championship earlier that year,
These
Colts
Patriots
linebacker
known for
Will
cheating.
Johnson picked off Tom Brady and handed the ball off to a staffer. And by sheer luck, the staffer realized something big. The ball was way softer than it was supposed to be.
Damn.
Game balls and found that they were far under the legally required 12.5 psi. And when you're playing in wet conditions, that makes the ball easier to grip, catch, and throw. Obviously, the NFL launched a full investigation that lasted all.
Don't both teams use the same football though?
Finished in May with the
Or they use different? No, they use the same football.
300-page thing yourself. I'll just drop the most important part. It was deemed more probable than not that the Patriots staff delivered.
I was gonna say they was probably practicing it with those balls though.
Denied knowing, but avoiding the problem wouldn't work this time. The NFL suspended Brady for 4 games, fined the Patriots a whopping $1 million,
And then what, a
and
draft
they
pick?
lost their 4th-round draft pick for 2 years in a row. While Tom Brady was
4th round. I mean,
Peyton Manning was fighting off allegations of drug use.
Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, old ass, was using drugs. Is that how they won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning? Nah, that defense was just too good though. This is 50. This might be his 50 touchdown year, right? It might be his 50-year touchdown year. Oh!
To be honest, if there was any reason to use drugs, that injury would be the best one. Then in 2015, the Al Jazeera documentary dropped and claimed that he had used HGH to recover faster. But Peyton was not having it. Not only did he deny the allegations, but he also threatened to sue Charles Sly, the maker of the documentary. And wouldn't you know it, the very next day, Charles walked back on his statements.
I am recanting any such statements, and there is no truth to any statement of mine that Al Jazeera plans to air.
I'm no detective, but it seems pretty clear that Charles was reading off a paper, most likely to save himself from being sued into oblivion.
I mean, yeah, Peyton Manning got them lawyers. He got that $1 million.
The way of Ray Lewis. Just not enough to make him guilty, but not enough to prove him innocent. But while Manning dodged a bullet of his life, Jerry Rice ran straight towards the gun. And if you
The
don't
GOAT?
know this, it might ruin your view of him.
The GOAT of wide receiver?
Illegal, guys. I just put a little spray, a little stick on them, you know, just to make sure that texture is
Wow.
sticky.
Okay, obviously
The
not
GOAT
biggest
cheating.
news of the century. Even without Stickum, he'd probably still be the GOAT.
I mean,
Still,
yeah.
It does make you wonder how many he would have dropped without it. Well, probably not as many times as teams that had to face the Falcons in the 2010s. Because in 2013
Happened in
and
20
2014,
Ooh, what happened
Falcons were
here?
accused of pumping fake crowd noises into their stadiums. Their response? Nothing. They just kind of prayed the allegations would go away like they did with Manning.
I didn't hear about this.
Them, they did not. And in 2015, they were actually caught and handed a $350,000
Woo!
fine. In addition
I
to
feel like that's not enough, bro. These teams are fluffing billionaires. I guess during that era, they was only probably, you know, high above millionaires, you know, pushing billions.
Teams suddenly started going to church every day, but because Goodell clearly proved that you can get punished for team-wide scandals. So most of the dirt shifted to just one unbeatable
Ooh-wee.
Roids are so old school by this point, it's almost wholesome that players and teams went back to the classics.
Oh, he got CT. Brian Cushion, he was for surely on that shit. Hell yeah. He was definitely on that. Look at him. He's bleeding out his nose and still playing. He literally headbutted somebody with a helmet on. That is the definition of... Look at this. Look at this CT. That's literally CT. This man has roids in his system. 1,000%.
But I've never seen that kind of rage out of a natty player. Dude took an unpredicted headbutt
And just kept moving.
like he got hit with a pillow. But he wasn't the only one getting caught taking rage juice.
The hell is that?
2019, Cardinals corner
Pat
Patrick
Pete!
Peterson got nailed with a 6-game PED suspension.
Pat Pete!
2 years later, same team, same punishment. But this time it was DeAndre
D-Hop!
sitting on the bench. And finally, in 2024,
Whoa!
Jameson Williams
Oh, yeah.
a 2-game suspension for
Yep.
failing a PED test. Cheating in the NFL will never go away. It'll just keep
Oh,
evolving.
definitely.
We've gone from the Broncos fraud of the 90s to World War II tech being used on the field to the Raiders weaponizing their pads in the 70s and the Patriots cheating their way through a whole century. Every generation finds a new way
whole
to bend
century of the
rules until they
Patriots
break,
cheating.
or just breaks them right. But as the league
Patriots
got
just know how to cheat, huh?
finding loopholes has become harder and harder. Not that that's a bad thing.
All right, stop bringing up the Raiders, bro. This is, hey, come on. Calm down. Yeah, listen.
No fans
Chill
debate
out.
whether legal plays like the tush push become illegal or debate the ethics of
Bro,
Tom Brady
we could have banned the tush push, but teams decided to keep it. So, like, we can't even say that's cheating anymore if we decided to actually keep it legal.
Some stick 'em. Yeah, cheating is never good, but it at least makes the game interesting.
Well, then. What is this? He has a lot of other videos, obviously. I could watch one in a million or 10 million moments. But let me know the other videos, like I said, I should react to. This was NFL cheating moments from that boy Red Zone. Shout out Red Zone for this video. He definitely have a lot of videos. He reminds me of if y'all remember the one YouTuber. Let me see if I subscribe to him. I think I do. Yep, NFL Rebound. I don't know. I think they're the same people though, if I'm not mistaken. If not same people, same like, you know, company or whatever, I guess. Because 2016, 2000, yeah. It kind of gives me that vibe. But hopefully y'all enjoyed though. Like, subscribe, comment. Your boy KP. I'm finna fade to black.